Was good, yeah. A bit of a surprising one. Yeah, remember that video I made with those new updates, gear recasting and saving your pieces and all that good stuff? It is actually coming this Monday. This Monday we are already getting that huge update. And yeah, honestly, let's get straight into it. So obviously we're going to get 100 diamonds. Furthermore, they're going to introduce the Supreme Arbiters. Supreme Arbiters are, as far as I know, only going to be Ancient exclusive, so they're not going to have the biggest impact at the moment. Furthermore, Volkura and Consus are going to become Arbiters, and they're going to rebalance 2 rare heroes. Though honestly, those, if you want to, you can read it for yourself, but those upgrades aren't anything important. Guild War, let's just go over it again real quick. They've changed the way that the BP for Demon Soldiers is going to be calculated. So it's going to be based on your hero equipped with everything. So for example, 100k Setchum should give 100k BP to Demon Soldiers. And in the end, then it's your gear against the enemy's gear instead of some weird base skill up calculation and all that good stuff. So you now have your BP from your 5 strongest heroes against the 5 heroes from the Defender. And yeah, we are getting the Shadowcaster Necromancer, obtainable from the guild shop, and probably, okay, the Shadowcaster, so the Mage being obtainable from the guild shop, and the Necromancer being obtainable from the guild boss chest. Seems like they're quite rare. They fixed the Soulborn Archer, and obviously they've reworked a couple of the Demon Soldiers. If you want to look at the specifics there, you can do so. Or you can watch my earlier video where I'm going at least a little bit more into detail. Yeah, pretty much they've just reworked that whole Guild Wars stuff. And now gear recast. So, contrary to expectations, gear recast doesn't work on ancient gear. That's like the most important point. It doesn't work on ancient gear. Secondly, you can only buy it from the Awakening shop using legendary coins. So you need to pay 50 legendary coins, half a legendary, to get 1 gear recast only applicable to mythic non-ancient gear that is going to reroll the stats 1 time. And honestly, unless they've like tweaked the chances in a good direction, you're like 99% sure you're going to fail and not going to get a useful piece out of it. Yeah, we gotta see how many we get through the festival celebrations that they mentioned there. Because the more we get, the more useful this becomes. And the more we get through events, the better it is. The less we get through events, the more we need to pay for them. The worse the system is. Stages. Stage 19, 20, and 21 become even more important. You can now get diamonds and ancient summoning crystal shards as potential drops out of gear rate 19 plus for 1, 2, and 3. They've changed HP and defensive values through all outer gear rates, and apparently haven't changed or haven't touched the overall difficulty though. They've reskinned Elowin. Elowin is now some big fat wooden dude in gear rate 1, and as you can see, auto fights will not be affected, so if you've already cleared your gear rate 1 stage, don't worry. Void Rift. We are getting our first ever second potential stage for Void Rift Phase 1. So now compared to Araka Calypso, we could even get a Selene stage. Apparently, those stages do suck and are fairly difficult, but it might just be that we just need to figure them out. So I am very hyped for that one. Tide, we now finally get the peak talents. Normally, if you reach up to all the talents, if you buy out all the talents at, I believe, 21,030 points, you can't earn any more points, nor can you in any way, shape, or form progress besides just upgrading the heroes. Now we can go up to 160, which should give us Volca a 4, if I'm not wrong. And peak talents are finally there, so we can actually really start progressing, and this should be, honestly, a boost for everyone to go a couple of stages up. Like they said and like they announced, they are reworking the chat feature. And now achievements and quests. We'll get rewards for clearing Elite, Hard, and Nightmare. And now the most important part, the Vanquisher achievement is already coming on Monday. So, let's get ourselves a Legendary Lord. Furthermore, they're changing the weekly from gold 10,000 to 5 ancient summoning crystal shards. That's a sixth of an ancient. I know it might not sound like much, but the more avenues we get to get those, for example here, clear any stage 200 times in the monthly gives us 10 ancient summoning shards, which allows us to actually get a single ancient per month for free out of nowhere, which is obviously great. We have now more heroes visiting, and they've adjusted the frequency of heroes visit. The hero quest stages were apparently a bit too difficult, so they've changed that. And then several more quality of life updates that you can read through if you want for yourself. I don't want to hold you here too long. And added a hero showcase animation for Kineza, which might be a trailer. That might be a trailer or something that appears once we get the next Kineza banner, which is kind of unlikely. And apparently they've adjusted the rewards for Oracle Trials, Arrival of Heroes. Now you earn different numbers of trophies by summoning with diamonds, rare summoning crystals, ancient summoning crystals, and legendary summoning crystals. Which means if you furthermore in the future want to get high in Arrival of Heroes, you probably need to save a lot of rare resources to then get your points from there. And yeah, that was it, and see you next time.